Hi everyone, from me and Millie. You might just see her there in the corner and hear her purring. She's come up like she does at the beginning of my readings to say hello to you all. So welcome if you're new, and if you're a return viewer and subscriber, thank you so much for all your support. Now for this reading, I've been guided to focus on love situations because some of you who've seen my recent readings will know that's come through, and you probably know as well that a lot of my readings will link to Millie really wants to join in here. And pick a card right away that you might see I've got here. Maybe she will. Oh. No, she just wants to pull the fabric off, it would seem. Okay, let's just get it reorganised and start again. I'm not going to pause and start again. We'll just keep going. So, yeah, as I was saying, a lot of you will know that my readings often link to the last reading, and we had the reading about the collective wound come through. You might have seen, if you haven't seen them, do check them out. And there was a lot around, the healing of the collective, and then power couples coming together. And for some of you, it's someone who returns, they heal that wound and realise what they've lost and want to return to the one in their heart. And in my tea leaf reading, the charms, you might remember we had the two hearts. So I did say I might do a love reading, so here it is. I don't do them, I just wanted to say, I don't do them a lot now, you might have noticed. Simply because it's different for everyone. And obviously this won't resonate for everyone either. And I think it's more important to do like the inner work, rather than keep focusing on love, so to speak. But there's nothing wrong with checking in every now and again, is there? So for some of you, there's someone who's going to enter your life. You haven't met them before, but they could be a soulmate. There's a deep bond there. But for others, there's someone who you've met already, and they're that one in your heart, and I feel you separated for a reason, for you to both grow and heal, so that you'd come together at the right time. Now, if that's the case for you, you might find you just can't let them go. You keep getting signs about them, seeing their name, visions, dreams of them, feeling their energy, all that kind of stuff. So very deep soul bonds coming out. And I do feel there'll be a lot of reunions this year and moving forward, which I have mentioned before. Okay, Millie's just jumped down, so I've just sort of tied it up a little bit. You might notice we've got pink roses, by the way. Just wanted to say, wear pink, as it's a very relaxing colour, but also to attract love, if that's what you desire. Now, this reading won't resonate with everyone, obviously, so take what resonates and leave the rest. But I'm really feeling those deep soul connections coming through for this reading. Those of you who know you have a person out there, you might really feel that you're actually magnetically attracting them the more that you've been growing and doing the inner work. And actually before this reading, the title came through, that sometimes happens, which was, As Wounds Are Healed, Hearts Are Awakening to Their True Love. So that's basically what happens as people start healing those wounds, emotional trauma, baggage, maybe through karmic connections, by the way. That could be the case. You might have entered another relationship, or this person might have done. And that person is their soulmate who helps them heal these wounds. And as they do that and they ascend, their heart opens. And then that's when they realise who's really in their heart, you know, and how they truly feel, how they've maybe been lying to themselves. So on that note, let's just get a message from these heart cards. I saw these in my mind's eye before doing the reading, so I was guided to pull these out. I haven't used these for ages, but I do love them. We'll just see if we get a message to start the reading. Wow. Okay, so we've got soulmate. And it says your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this and they will manifest physically. Yeah, so as I said, you know, whether you've met them or not, I feel you will have a past life connection with them though. And that's how you could be feeling them. You'll feel them in spirit before they enter your life. And, you know, maybe in your dreams as well. So that's beautiful. And we've got embrace. Through each other, you find the missing pieces. Yeah, so this, I feel this is linking to the healing, where there could still be some leftover things to heal. And you may do that healing with your soulmate, essentially. The missing pieces, things you can help each other with, because that's what a soulmate is for, essentially. Now, soulmate could also be a friend, family member, just someone who you meet, who you've got a deep bond with. And we've also got at the bottom, the past is now behind you, release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is now available to you, follow it with faith. Yeah, so there's releasing the emotional baggage, isn't it, the past, embrace new possibilities. For some of you, it could be that this is someone completely new, and it's about releasing that hope that there would be something with someone who's moved on, you know, because there's the law of free will. But I do feel for some that there is meant to be reconciliation with a very deep soul bond where you both have a mission together. So take what resonates, obviously, but we're really embracing the wound, and then potentially healing together as well when you meet this person, someone who's maybe been through the same sort of stuff as you have. So in terms of what it says there about your soulmate is with you in spirit, your person, your soulmate, is also feeling that, I feel. The more that you have been growing and ascending, you're drawing your person in and they're feeling it. I do feel for some of you, if you've met, they keep seeing lookalikes. People keep saying things that remind them of you, things you might have said, songs, that kind of thing, and maybe you're receiving the same sort of signs. But for some of you, it's that it could be someone completely new, because we've got new possibilities. So let's clarify with some tarot this soulmate who's on the way for some of you. So we've got the Empress at the bottom of the deck there, just sort of fell off. So that could be you. A very nurturing energy. You've been doing the work, loving yourself, meditating, feeling good in your energy, and manifesting this Two of Cups, soulmate energy coming through there. in particular. Now you might have been through a lot as well, with Ten of Wands strength. That's really coming out. Lots of challenges, burdens, feeling a bit overwhelmed on your journey. Maybe you've been alone. Maybe you've experienced spiritual attacks, illness potentially. You've been guided to be patient, but with the 10, this is showing the end of a long road, potentially, for some of you. And at the end of that long road, you've got the King of Cups. Now, there's no gender, by the way, in tarot, but this is someone who, as you can see here, is aligned, at peace, in touch with their emotions, with their heart. Maybe they're at a distance from you. But it's like, see, with his eyes closed, I'm just getting that message again, your soulmate is with you in spirit. It's like they feel you in their heart, wherever they go. Even if they're at quite a distance, I want to say, they still feel you and see signs. So yeah, this is someone who's awakened, transformed, because we've got a starfish, which is a sign of regeneration. Now we do have Leo, Libra, or water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Not just those signs, but I just wanted to call them out because this could be relevant for you in particular. But again, a sign to be patient, that's really coming out. Maybe you have been very patient on this journey. This is someone who has done so well. They've overcome a lot of challenges, and they could be a leader. And the Empress as well, you know, is a very empowered individual, feminine energy, but as I said, there's no gender, it's about the energy, if that makes sense, and the energy within. Okay, so we do have someone here coming through, it would seem. That card's just flipped out. Yeah, do you know what I'm getting? This, I actually was feeling this. We've got another energy here. And before this reading, I was getting something around 2 energies potentially coming your way. So this is a different energy to the King of Cups. Still someone quite loving, romantic, but a bit younger. Now, not necessarily just in years, but emotionally a bit immature. Could be a karmic connection. Someone who is still wounded. And they could be a test. That's why they could come your way. They might be very good with their words, quite poetic, make you feel good. But they're only a knight, they're not a king. The king has achieved this status of feeling whole, aligned, in touch with their emotions. The knight can be a bit shaky. I mean, you know, even the horse is on one leg. You know, is he coming or going? That's the sort of energy I'm getting there. So yeah, just be wary of that. There could be 2 energies. One could be younger as well in years, and one could be older, as we're seeing in the cards. The thing with age is it's just a number, isn't it? You know, you can meet very young people who are very emotionally mature. So it could just be in terms of like their spiritual age, so to speak. Yeah, but some of you, you know it deep down, that you've got this new fresh start. You're manifesting it. So she's like calling it in there. And again, it could be quite slow. the Knight here. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the deck. You might have been through a lot of heartbreak, but you've been growing as a person, and for some of you now the time is right. This person could have recently gone through some heartbreak, maybe an ending of a relationship that was karmic, I feel. Potentially, so that's why time may be needed. We've also got Capricorn coming through, Pisces, Aquarius. Okay, so let's actually clarify each of these. So we've got two. This is interesting. Now the reading has taken a turn. I didn't want to say at the beginning of the reading. I just thought we'll see what comes out, you know, organically. Let's clarify each of these energies. So the King of Cups could be male or female. They could have a lot of water in their chart. Okay, so Ace of Wands and the Knight of Cups. We got two there, okay. Yeah, we're going to take that one up there. So two up here. We've got, yeah, Queen of Pentacles and a King. So someone who could be your match. And you'll just know it, you'll feel it. You'll feel very stable and secure. Trust how you feel within, obviously, when this person enters your life. And the Ace of Wands is that new beginning. That's potential. We've got the third eye being highlighted here, so it could be some telepathy. As I said, someone you feel in your spirit already. You might have purged a lot, been through a lot in your past, and maybe even when this person left your life, if they did. With the Ace, though, it could be someone completely new as well. So take what resonates, obviously. But I do feel someone who lights you up, inspires you. With the Ace, definitely showing, you know, something new. But it could be either a new person completely or just a fresh start. So obviously take what resonates for you there. But yeah, definitely a connection, a lot of passion with that energy there, I feel. That seems to be a good match with the King and Queen. Now for this energy here, we've got not so good cards, Two of Swords, Five of Pentacles. So someone who maybe is in a lack energy, might have some addictions, might have just lost something, and so they come your way for that reason, because they're drawn to your light. But see here, this person's blindfolded. They don't really know what they want. They don't know which direction to go in, which I was feeling with that horse there. It's a bit of a sort of flaky energy, you know. Doesn't know what they want, so how could they tell you what they want, you know? Yeah, I'm getting a really confused energy as I hold these cards, because I channel from the energy of the cards, yeah. Someone who's a bit all over the place, could have some negative thinking, could have lost a lot of things, you know, relationship, job, and be in this sort of quite sad energy. So, do you want that sort of energy coming into your life? Again, it's a test, and you'll know. I'm really getting like a CAD energy with this one. Someone who tries to sweep you off your feet, and the test is, do you see it? And I feel if you're this highly evolved, grounded soul, you'll just know. You won't fall for their words, their flattery. I mean, it might be nice, initially, but would it last? So you might do a lot of soul searching, but maybe in the past you fell for that sort of energy, and I feel the test from the universe is, do you follow your heart, how you feel with someone? How do you feel with each of these energies, for example? So I'm just getting someone who you also might have opposing ideas with, as well, feel very confused by their energy. So yeah, just trust your gut, basically, I would say. Let's pull an oracle card as well, the message for you. I hope this reading might help. We've got grateful optimism, joyous view of the future. Yeah, stay optimistic. Open your heart. We've got a lot of sort of gold there around her heart. Someone who's open, they've opened their heart to this new opportunity. And that's when you'll draw in your person. So for some of you are. Wow, deep emotions. Now that links, doesn't it, with this King of Cups, who I said is someone who's in touch with their emotions, with the water. You might feel very deep emotions as well. It says unknown feelings, past life influences. Yeah, I think I said that, didn't I, before? That you might know them from a past life. That's why the emotions will go so deep. There'll be this feeling, this spark, these unknown feelings, because things are coming up from past lives that you didn't know were there, where they've come from, so to speak. So that's really interesting. Also, it's number 15, the number of the devil here. So this connection here could also be from a past life. So that's where you might feel a bond with that energy as well, like you know them, so to speak. So anything else? Yeah, I love it. So we've got sacred purpose. You have a purpose with this person. I'm really feeling it's this king and queen. This is eternal flame, ancestral legacy. Wow. Yeah, so like, there we go. There's the flame there in that card. The eternal flame that's never gone out. This feeling, this deep connection that you just know. If you've met them before, you know that flame has never gone out in your heart. You know they're on the way. And your legacy is ancestral. Yeah, it's like something you're meant to do together, I feel, as a couple, power couple. Sacred purpose. I feel it's, with this card, it's something to do with inspiring others, helping others to heal and align. So like spiritual work coming out. Wow, that's beautiful, everyone. Yeah, the bottom of the deck, wisdom, and we've got two swans. Swans mate for life. So again, that eternal connection coming through. Trust that inner wisdom as well. You might both share gifts that are musical. She's got an instrument here. Yeah, it says art, music in particular. Creative gifts you both share. Could even be different, or they could be the same. And you might share your gifts to inspire others as well. Because the Ace of Wands can speak of creativity. So yeah, definitely something around passion, sharing your passion with the world to help the world heal and grow. I mean, there are already quite a lot of connections like this out there. By the way, you might see power couples. Like, I'm just thinking of one in particular, a couple, and they both play instruments, different instruments, and they share their music with the world, and it's beautiful. That's their sacred purpose. So, you know, whatever it is for you, obviously, will be different. Share in the comments if you wish. You know, if you know what your purpose is. What is it? I'd love to know. Love to hear. I also feel some people are experiencing these deep emotions right now. It's like she's pulling off this mask and getting there with a headdress. That's how I'm seeing it intuitively. So, you know, as the ego is shed and the wounds, these unknown feelings are coming up for some, where they keep seeing you, for example, if it's your person. I think they always have, but they're starting to realise why, and that you have a purpose together. That's really what I'm feeling there. I'm going to pull another card from a different deck, Oracle card. Maybe you're feeling very emotional right now and having random dreams, visions of someone. Trust that feeling. We'll take that one as well. So yeah, we've really got this message to reach out. Some of you might have this yearning to do so, to do something kind, to express love through gifts. So that could be something you receive. You might receive a random gift, or a message from this person who is connected with their emotions. See the water here coming out. Beautiful. Yeah, really. Also, we've got a younger energy coming out here, actually. She's slightly older, so there could be an age gap for some of you. This could be how they reach out to you. They do something kind. We've got a lot of pairs in the animals there. It's beautiful. 2 foxes, 2 badgers. Love that. And then we've got get to know each other as well. So again, whether it's someone new and you get to know them, or someone you knew, you met, for some of you it's like a fleeting moment. You didn't really get to know them, and that's why this card's come out. So you might have the chance to do that properly. And here they really look like a king and queen. Actually, again, we've got water coming out. You might love the sea. You might go away together as well, actually. We'll pull one more of these cards. I think we got 2, yeah. We got love is all around you, appreciate the moment. Yeah, so being in the present moment is very important. Accepting every situation is your opportunity to grow. And then love will flow. Sorry, that rhymed, everyone. And with love all around you, this is the signs, I feel, that I mentioned earlier. You might just keep feeling, wherever you go, when you see these signs, you feel this sort of like tingling in your heart chakra, this spark, feeling your person's with you or near, and also shining your love and light with others. That's what I'm getting. I want to take another one. So I'm really getting a message of signs, and someone who also really appreciates you. They see you for you, basically, and they see the real you. So whether this is someone who's just admiring you from afar, just dropped a load of cards there, sorry, or someone you know who's appreciating the time that you met. Now it's interesting, I dropped the cards there, so it's like a flustered energy coming through now, someone who's sort of realising how they feel. They want to express themselves. They feel it could be too late. It's like the messages they're getting, the signs they're getting from Spirit are kind of urging them to come forward because it could be too late. You know, if you're in this high vibrating energy, you'll be attracting others as well to you. And that one, back to what you love. Love it. So yeah, here we're really getting the message that this could be someone returning to your life, and this person is also being guided to go back to what they love, to who they love, essentially. So they're being guided down that path. There's the other person at the end there, who they're seeing in visions. So she's there, she's seeing this person in the signs. Where was it? Oh, there it is. Goodness, I couldn't see it, everyone. Yeah, the signs all around them. You know, they're seeing so many that it's guiding them back to the one in their heart. Yeah, linking to what I said right at the beginning. Love that, everyone. We've got butterflies, symbol of change, someone who's changed and transformed and could be ready. So I'm going to leave that there, everyone. Wow, that was beautiful, I feel, the messages we got there. You might find that you feel this feeling like this activation during this reading, and something around the heart chakra, because I'm suddenly feeling around my heart chakra this sort of release, relief as well, I want to say. So that could be what this person's feeling right now. They release themselves from a situation, maybe a karmic situation they've been stuck in. Yeah, wow, I'm really feeling it energetically. And when they do that, they feel free. We've got birds in this card, actually. And ready to return. It could happen quite quickly as well. And I'm just being guided back to this one. A new path is now available to you. Follow it with faith. And there's the path. So I love that, everyone, to end this reading. I hope you enjoyed this reading as well. Do let us know in the comments what you feel, if this resonated for you. What have you been feeling, going through, experiencing? Do share and let us know if you wish. Thank you so much for watching, and sending peace of a night to you all.